Hello, everyone. There is someone in your life right now who already holds a deeper space for you than you may fully realize. But it's not just about affection or passing interest. In their mind, you represent something much more stable, much more lasting. When they think of you, they don't just think of conversations or moments you've shared. They think in terms of life structure, routine, future, permanence. And what they feel toward you is closely tied to the idea of home. Not home as a physical location, but home as a feeling, safety, emotional calm, understanding without explanation, and a sense of being grounded after a long period of uncertainty. You've become, in their inner world, the person they associate with peace rather than confusion, with clarity rather than chaos, with belonging rather than distance. That's why you keep appearing in their thoughts more consistently than you might expect. It's not random, it's not fleeting. It's the result of emotional attachment forming a vision, one they return to when life gets overwhelming, or when they think about what truly matters to them at some point. Imagining a life with you stopped being just a comforting thought and started turning into something more serious in their mind. They no longer see it as, what if, but rather, how could this actually happen? That shift is important because it marks the difference between fantasy and intention. And intention changes behavior. There's a strong sense that distance, whether emotional, physical, or circumstantial, has played a role between you. It might be geography, different life paths, timing, or responsibilities that don't align easily right now. But instead of letting that distance weaken their feelings, it has actually made them more aware of what they don't want to lose. For them, the space between you doesn't feel like something permanent. It feels like a problem to solve. They've been thinking more seriously about practical steps, not just emotions. How life could be arranged differently. What would need to change? What compromises or decisions would be required? And most importantly, whether they are ready to act on those thoughts instead of just holding them in their mind. And the answer forming inside them is leaning toward yes. They are moving toward readiness. There is a growing desire in them to bring you into their real, everyday world. Not just occasional conversations or temporary closeness, but shared reality. They imagine you fitting into their routines, not as a visitor, but as someone who naturally belongs there. They picture ordinary life moments with you in them. Quiet mornings where presence matters more than words. Evenings where everything slows down and feels easy, shared meals, shared silence, shared space without tension. The comfort of knowing someone is there without needing to perform or pretend. They also think about integration, how you would meet the people in their life, how you would be seen by those around them, and how naturally or challengingly those worlds would blend. In their imagination, they are already testing what life together would look like in real structure, not just emotion. What makes this feeling stronger is that it isn't superficial attraction anymore. It has evolved into emotional investment. That means they are not just thinking about what they feel. They are thinking about what they would build. There is also a noticeable seriousness in their personality when it comes to decisions like this. This isn't someone who approaches life lightly or without discipline. They are likely used to responsibility, someone who understands structure, duty, and consistency. Whether through a demanding profession, a leadership role, or a career that requires resilience and focus, they carry a mindset built on commitment rather than impulse. Because of that, when they decide someone matters, it is rarely casual. It tends to come with depth, patience, and a willingness to endure obstacles rather than abandon the connection when things become complicated. But even with all this seriousness, there is still an emotional softness underneath. You represent something that interrupts their usual logic in a quiet way. You are not just a decision to them. You are a feeling they keep returning to even after trying to focus elsewhere. And now they are at a point where simply thinking is no longer enough. There is a growing internal pressure to turn emotion into action, intention into movement, and distance into something that no longer defines the connection. Whether that means travel, relocation, or life restructuring, their mind is no longer avoiding the idea. It is organizing around it. What matters most here is the direction of their energy. It is no longer scattered or uncertain. It is consolidating around one idea, you in their real life, not just their thoughts. And when someone reaches that stage, everything changes. Not overnight, but steadily. Because once a person starts imagining you as part of their daily existence, they begin making quiet decisions that slowly reshape their future around that possibility. And yet, when it comes to you, all that calmness falls apart. You've affected them in a way no one else ever has. This person is completely lovesick. There's really no better way to put it. Being apart from you is hurting them deeply. The distance has started to take a real toll on their well-being, and they can't keep going like this. Just thinking about how much time is passing without you beside them makes them feel physically unwell. What they're feeling isn't just in their head, it's real. It's showing up in their health, in their sleep, and in how hard it is for them to focus on anything else. You've taken over their thoughts completely. You're the first thing on their mind when they wake up, and the last thing before they fall asleep. Every quiet moment only reminds them of how much they miss you. Because of all this, they're getting ready to make a serious move. This won't be vague or uncertain. They're coming to you with a clear and direct proposal. They want to pursue a relationship with you, but not casually. To them, this isn't about dating for fun or just seeing where things lead. They see it as a purposeful journey toward marriage. In their heart, they've already made their choice. You are the one now. They want you to come to that same realization, and they're ready to show you, over time, that they mean it. Their intention is to bring you into their life fully, to close the distance for good. And if you're going through anything right now, whether it's health struggles, financial pressure, emotional challenges, or anything else, they genuinely want to support you. This is someone who has the ability and the resources to help, whether that means providing directly, arranging support, or involving their family. They're ready to step in. Even if there are others in your life who need care, they're willing to take that responsibility on too. This person doesn't see your struggles as something that gets in the way. To them, it's a chance to show just how much they care. They want to support you, lighten your load, and make things easier for you. Deep down, they want to be the one you turn to, the one who helps fix what's going wrong. You've completely captured their heart, and they have no desire to take it back. In their eyes, they already belong to you. But at the same time, there's a growing fear inside them. They're worried that someone else might start to see what they see in you. They know that if they wait too long, they could lose the chance to be part of your life the way they want. They see you as rare and special, and they're aware they're not the only one who might notice that. That thought is pushing them to act sooner rather than later. They've been paying close attention to you, maybe more than you realize. If you're active on social media, they've noticed. They see who comments on your posts, who likes your photos, and when someone shows interest in you. And honestly, it bothers them more than they'd like to admit. Even though they haven't made anything official, they already feel a sense of claim over you. In their mind, you're already theirs. The idea of someone else getting close to you doesn't sit well with them. They're starting to think about how to make their place in your life clear, so others know you're not available. There's a growing urgency inside them, almost a restless feeling that they need to do something before it's too late. The more they try to map out a perfect approach, the more anxious they feel. They're someone who's used to being in control, used to making things happen through pure determination. But with you, it's different. You make them feel vulnerable. They know they can't push or force anything with you. What they need is your genuine willingness, your real desire to be with them. And that's what unsettles them. It means the outcome isn't entirely up to them. They respect you far too much to manipulate or pressure you, but the uncertainty is constantly on their mind. Still, they're doing everything they can on their end, using their influence, removing obstacles, making plans, and creating space for you to step into their life with ease. Deep down, though, they understand one thing clearly. The choice has to be yours. Your approval means everything to them. Without it, none of their efforts matter. That's why they're trying their best to show you that choosing them would be the right decision. They're not looking for something casual. It's important to understand this. They're not interested in a relationship that just drifts without direction. Their intention is serious. They want to pursue you with the goal of marriage. In their heart, they already see you as their life partner. This phase of getting to know each other is, for them, a way of letting you reach the same emotional place they're already in. They've made their decision. You are the person they want to build a future with. And now, they're ready to prove it, through consistency, through effort, and through actions that show they deserve your trust and your love. This is someone who truly believes in commitment, no matter the situation. They think in terms of through the good and the bad. They want to stand by you when everything feels easy, and also when things get tough. They're not the type to walk away when challenges show up, and they won't fade away once the initial excitement settles. This is a person who stays. This is a person who builds. They're waiting for you to be ready, but within themselves, they already are. They're prepared to take the next step whenever you are. They want the best possible outcome for both of you. Yes, they want you now, but they also want everything to grow in a way that brings happiness to you both. You make them feel a kind of happiness they've never known before, and they genuinely want to give that same feeling back to you. They want to show you that a life with them can be full of joy, stability, and meaning. There's also a strong sense of travel around this connection. This person may really enjoy traveling, or they could already be thinking about a meaningful trip. It feels like they want to explore the world with you, create memories together, and share new experiences side by side. But it goes deeper than just travel. This also points to a bigger step, moving forward together in a real, tangible way. It suggests preparing to live together, building a shared home and life. They want to welcome you fully into their world, to let you see every part of who they are, and to make you a permanent part of their life. The people closest to them will likely meet you soon. They're already thinking about how to introduce you because they want their friends and family to see what they see in you. They're proud of you, and they're genuinely excited to have you become part of their circle. This isn't someone who wants to keep things hidden or low-key. They're proud of what you share and want the world to see it. There's no shame, no second-guessing, no desire to keep your connection in the shadows. They're ready to stand beside you openly and make you a part of their life in every way. At the same time, I sense a lot of anxiety coming from them. Something has stirred up a feeling of urgency. It could be that they've noticed you giving attention to someone else, or maybe they've seen someone consistently engaging with you, liking your posts, leaving comments, and it's starting to bother them. Watching all of this unfold is getting to them more than they expected, to the point where it's overwhelming. Their jealousy is genuine. Their fear of losing you is just as real. They feel very deeply for you, deeper than they've felt for anyone before, and that intensity makes everything feel high stakes. At the heart of it all, they just want you to choose them, not as an option, not as a possibility, but as your clear and definite choice. They want to be the one you focus on, the one you prioritize, the one you stand beside. This is someone who naturally carries a strong presence. They're used to being noticed, respected, and valued in their world. They're confident and influential in their professional life. But when it comes to you, that confidence softens, and what remains is a very real, very human need to be wanted and chosen. They want to be seen by you, to be chosen, to be wanted back. This is someone with a strong personality and a firm sense of character. But even more than that, they are deeply principled. They live by what they believe in. They follow through on their word, and when they commit to something, they take it seriously. You can trust what they say because they mean it. This is not a person who plays mind games or makes promises they don't intend to keep. If they say they want a future with you, they are sincere in that intention, fully and completely. There's a sense that they want to give you access to their world, almost like handing you a key to their personal space. That idea is both symbolic and literal. They want openness with you, no secrecy, no hidden parts of their life kept away. Everything on the table, everything visible. From here on, they are leaning toward full honesty. They want you to see who they really are, including their flaws. They may even begin expressing themselves through music or heartfelt messages, trying to show you what they feel when words alone aren't enough. Something is approaching soon. There's a feeling tied to a snowflake charm, and it carries the message that if they could send you affection in physical form, it would be overwhelming, like a blizzard. Their emotions for you aren't mild or controlled. They come in strongly, almost like a wave that's hard to contain. You and this person may come from very different worlds. Cultural, religious, or lifestyle differences might exist between you, or one of you may seem very different from the other. But for them, none of that matters. They focus on who you are at your core, beyond everything external. Right now, they feel a sense of urgency and determination. There's even a bit of competition in their mindset. They want to make it clear that they are serious and that no one else really compares. They're not planning to stay in the background hoping to be noticed. Instead, they're preparing to take a clear, bold step toward you, one that leaves no confusion about how they feel. Their feelings for you are becoming stronger each day. What began as simple attraction has now grown into something much deeper and more serious. This person is actively adjusting their life to make room for you. They're shifting priorities, creating space, and mentally and emotionally preparing themselves for you to be part of their world. They truly see your beauty, not only in how you look, but in the way you carry yourself through life. They notice your kindness, the way you care for others, and how you naturally make people feel seen, appreciated, and loved. That kind of energy is something they want to keep close, permanently. They don't just want someone like you. They've come to realize it is you. There's no replacement for what they feel with you. They're also ready to put in real effort. This isn't about wishful thinking or hoping things work out on their own. They're prepared to do what it takes to make this connection real. You may already see them thinking ahead about travel, planning visits, sorting out details, and making things possible. Whether it's them coming to you or bringing you to them, movement is starting to happen. Things that were stuck are now beginning to shift. A serious conversation is coming. They want to talk openly about everything that matters, the difficult topics, the future, and what this connection really means. No more guessing, no more mixed signals. They want clarity and honesty between you both. They're clear about what they want now. The only thing left is making sure you understand it too, and seeing whether you're willing to move forward together on the same path. They want to introduce you to the important people in their life, friends, family, and close circles. This could happen at a casual gathering, a family celebration, or even a work-related event. The idea is simple. They want the people who matter to them to meet you and understand why you mean so much. At the same time, there's intention behind it. They're looking for approval and support from those closest to them, and they're equally willing to earn your family's trust and acceptance. If it means speaking with your parents or siblings, they won't hesitate. They believe in doing things properly, with respect for traditions and relationships. They're also clear about their commitment. If you choose them, they're already ready for marriage whenever you are. There's no interest in dragging things out or staying in an endless dating phase. They know what they want, and they want a future with you. Ideally, as soon as you're both ready to take that step. This comes from a place of certainty. They've spent time thinking, waiting, and processing their feelings, and now they feel ready to act with clarity and purpose. The uncertainty they once had is gone. What they feel for you has become intense and undeniable. It's no longer quiet or distant. It feels urgent and hard to ignore. Being without you doesn't feel like an option for them anymore. The hesitation is over. The distance is closing. The waiting is reaching its end. They're ready to make real efforts to be with you, emotionally, practically, and in every way they can. They're willing to put in the work, use their resources, and take action to make this happen. And when they do reach out or show up, their message will likely be very direct. I want you in my life. I want to marry you. I want a future with you. I'm ready now. Are you? There's a very strong energy surrounding this situation. This isn't just wishful thinking from their side. It's something that's already being put into motion. Even if you can't see everything clearly yet, things are actively unfolding behind the scenes. The right pieces are starting to align, and before long, you'll be faced with an important decision. This person truly feels that you are worth every effort, every challenge, and every uncomfortable step it may take to bring you into their life. Obstacles don't discourage them. In fact, they seem to make them even more determined. Right now, their focus is extremely strong and centered on one goal: being with you. Thank you for being here and spending this time with me. I hope this message gave you some clarity and insight into what may be developing in your love life. If this resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment and share what stood out for you. Your experiences and feedback really help guide these readings and show what you're going through. This is an intense and meaningful period for many of you. Someone is thinking about you more deeply than you may realize, and in time, those thoughts are likely to turn into real action. Stay open and receptive. Trust that what is truly meant for you won't miss you. Things are working in your favor, and this person is being guided toward you with steady momentum. Take care of your energy and yourself. Be ready, because significant changes are on the way. I'll see you in the next reading.